In Chapter 4 of Extending Art of Illusion, we look at the code that will point one object at another. Um, as for why this is important, as an example in the book, um, this code has to keep up with which or where objects are in relationship to each other. Up to this point, we've looked at objects in relationship to the scene, but really not in relationship to each other. So we have to not only know where the object is, but we also have to know where the other object is and what the relationship between the two of them is. Um, so to demonstrate this um, what this code does, um, I've set up this scene with a pointer that's pointing at a target object, um, and you'll notice that one of the things we might want to do is we might want to select the target. We might want to move it somewhere else, and so I'll move it over into this dark area over here. So you notice that you really can't see it that well, but that's really, let's say that's really where we want it. And so we want to change things in the scene to point at that spot now. So we selected the we, pointer. We go over to the object. We um, select point at, and then we'll select the target. And so it automatically um, points this thing at our target object. We could point it at anything. Um, Now, where it gets even a little bit more useful, um, we have a light in here, and you know, lights are somewhat difficult to um, manipulate because they're often outside the scene and things like that. And we may not have a clear idea of where we're pointing it. Well, we can use our code or point at menu item here. Um, and so we're going to take the spotlight, and now we're going to point that at the target. And so you see down in the display area that the spotlight has moved over to where the target is, and so now it's brightly lit. We've got our pointer pointing at the target as well. Of course, we could go in, we could point it at the um, pointer if we wanted to. So now the spotlight's pointing at the pointer. And these are things that you probably don't want to have to spend a lot of time doing yourself. So having code that will do it for you speeds up things for you. Um, and you may want to use similar code in your own scripts and plugins to get things positioned in the right place.